Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Please board quickly and safely. Our monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome for joining us for episode number 11.
Woo!
I never thought we'd make it.
Well, you told me not to call you after 10, so.
Very nice.
Here we are.
Well, thanks for downloading us. Give us another shot to earn your trust. I don't know.
We forgot to, I was so wrapped up in the whole, and blown away by China and Georgia and the Netherlands. I forgot the big shout out to our friends at the UK.
That's right, the United Kingdom.
Got some great friends in the UK.
Meeting more every day.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Disney After Dark guys are pretty cool. So we got an update.
This just in.
Chris was nice enough to call us back or text us back, email us back, whatever.
Use technology.
I don't know. About the snake situation.
Yes, he was.
So, and I know a lot of people are probably wondering, or not. We were wondering.
We're very enthralled by this. Maybe we're more infatuated with this than we should be.
Probably. But basically, what happened was they ran into a black snake on the second day of their trip outside of the room.
Yes.
Now, remember, for those of you that are catching up, Chris is from Kentucky. He was down there staying at Port Orleans, Riverside, and had a snake in the room. So on the second day, they saw a snake as they were walking in the grass, and they said, "Whoa, wait, maybe we should just stay on the path.
Get out of the grass. Get out of the grass."
So they did. They had no problems after that. But on their last day,
these always happen on the last day, by the way.
Always happens on the last day, yeah. So I'll pick up the email from there. He says, on the last day we were there and packing up to check out as it was when we found the snake in our room. It was not like the snake I had seen earlier in the week. This snake was about as long as a pencil and about as round. He says, all in caps, it was still a snake.
That's true. I would say all in caps, you.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we're with you on this. My wife and I were getting ready in the bathroom area, and our daughter was playing on the beds. All of a sudden, my daughter says, "Mommy, there's a snake in the room." Not really a panic to my daughter's voice. My wife, on the other hand, had a different tone, as did I. I went over to check and did not know what to expect, but it sure was a small snake on the edge of the entry door and carpet. I tried to just go over and get it out the door from standing on the bed, which I would do as well. But my wife said she would call the front desk. This is where it gets funny. It hasn't been funny up to now.
It's been boring up until now.
We have been thoroughly entertained with this, probably way more than we should be. The lady at the front desk did not seem alarmed and asked what color and how big in a nonchalant voice. My wife asked her, "What does that matter? There is a snake in our room." And the desk clerk then said she would send someone to check on it. About 40 minutes go by, nobody has shown up from the staff. So apparently, they're not concerned about the color or size of this snake.
No, absolutely not.
We had to check out shortly and still had not loaded the car because she was not going to let me leave her in the room with the snake dead or alive. We determined that it was dead after it had not moved, but it had not been dead long. We called the front desk again, and my wife said, "You must not understand that there is a snake in the room, and we are not touching it."
That's right. This is getting lost in translation, apparently. Wow.
The desk clerk said again someone would be there. Finally, a very nice gentleman from horticulture. I didn't know
the plant people.
The plant people showed up and assessed the situation and decided it was a baby black racer.
That sounds deadly. I don't know.
I don't either. I'm not a snake guy.
I mean, it didn't say python, but I mean, that doesn't sound good either.
Said it more than likely was trying to stay cool and sleep in the door crack. He picked up the snake, put it in a bag. We asked him if it was common, and he said, "It is Florida. and Disney is in a swamp area, and the black racer was common. He suggested that we ask for a second-floor accommodations the next time. He said he had just come from Fort Wilderness doing the same thing.
Oh, my goodness.
We then packed up all of our belongings and went about our day. He's very kind. He says it is no fault of Disney's, and he's right.
Right, absolutely.
That they have snakes and other things like that, so we had no complaints. And he goes on to say that they would stay in Port Orleans Riverside again, but just on the second floor.
Well, I wouldn't have thought about that for snakes. And I would have panicked, because if there's a little snake in your room, the mama snake's not too far away.
Exactly.
And looking for the little snake.
Where are the big snakes?
Exactly.
They got to be around. And again, I go back to what I said on the last podcast. How crazy would that be to bring that thing home?
Yeah.
We had, and this was a different trip, but we had stayed at the beach, and we brought home a big honking cockroach.
Yes.
You open up that suitcase thinking, I just got to throw that dirty clothes in the laundry, and you got a big honking cockroach, or worse off, a snake.
Yes.
I don't think that's going to be a very good homecoming.
No. No, not at all.
Have you run into, now we've talked about the alligators, have you run into any other animals while you've been at the park?
Nothing as deadly as a black racer snake in my room. I mean, I've seen the occasional armadillo on the side of the road who just happens to be napping. That's what we tell the children. Oh, look, there's another napping armadillo.
Now, right away, you assume that the black racer is deadly.
Absolutely. I don't know better, so I assume it's deadly.
You're stereotyping this snake. Now, come on. Not all snakes are deadly.
No, I know they're not, but I don't know which ones are and which ones aren't.
Yeah, me neither.
So
I'm not touching it.
That's the way I'm going.
We were at the Wilderness Lodge and sitting on our balcony, which I love to do, sitting on my balcony drinking coffee. We had a courtyard view and watched an armadillo running around, ducking in and out of the rocks.
Yes, they're cute.
Yeah, they're phenomenal.
As long as they're outside your room, they're cute.
We stayed, again, at Wilderness Lodge on the other side where you had a view of the woods, and there's a little pond over there, and we watched two otters just swimming along.
Which one?
In this little pond.
The first one or the otter one?
All right.
Sorry.
Jump the shark. We're done.
I'm sorry.
We're done.
I couldn't help it. It was right there.
We barely got through 10.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I had to do it. On a slight non-Disney but similar tangent.
Yes.
When we were on a Royal Caribbean cruise, and we stopped at Labadee in Haiti, there's a little private beach there.
Now you're just making up words.
I'm making up words. I don't even know what I'm saying. But they had a little gift area, shopping, knick-knacky place, and we bought a couple little wooden carved trinkets.
Okay. Yeah.
Took them on the ship, and then at the end of the cruise, they check everything as you're leaving. I guess it's customs.
Yeah.
And they hold it under a light. They pull us off to the side.
Uh-oh.
And we're like, why'd customs pull us off to the side? What have we done? We're not going to get back in the country.
Did they find out?
No, they didn't. But the guy had said there were cockroach eggs in that wood.
No.
Of the things we had bought, and he brushed it off, cleaned it off, whatever, and said we were good to go, but said we would have had an infestation if we'd have gotten home with that, after a while.
Goodness.
So, if you're buying wood or something from outside the country, you might just want to keep that tucked away.
That's a little disturbing.
That was, we were kind of an ew factor, and
yeah, that explains a lot of the bed bug things too coming.
Yes.
Wow.
And the guy said I saved you a ton of money in exterminating costs. Yes.
Wow.
So we love customs.
That's a great story, man.
Here at ResortLoop.com, we're pro customs.
We are pro TSA. Absolutely. So, what are we going to talk about today? We've gotten through the snakes.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So,
but any other stories out there similar, please feel free to share them because they fascinate us.
It has kept us talking for days. This is fantastic. Between Sean's fish and Chris's snake.
But horticulture, they send horticulture out.
Horticulture. I guess they don't have a snake guy.
They're probably like, who's available?
You would think that they would have a trapper. There would have to be somebody that is a trapper guy.
Maybe they just call them horticulture so it doesn't sound so...
Doesn't scare the heck out.
Exactly. Hello, I'm from horticulture.
That's the Disney way.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah. So what are we going to talk about today?
Well, I think we're going to discuss a couple bucket list things we might like to do.
Absolutely. Let's do that.
Things that we want to do. Don't know if we'd have the guts to do them or the money.
Well, we definitely don't have the
Well, we never have the money.
We'll never have the money.
But if we can get Visa or MasterCard to back us on that, we'll have to see.
Go. We're always looking for... No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to ask for donations.
No.
Kidding.
No.
Kidding. Don't send money.
And we're not pro falling into debt either.
No. Oh, gee. No. So what would be something on your bucket list then?
I would love to do the Backstage Magic Tour.
Yeah.
The one out in the West Coast for like Disneyland and the studios out there.
Walt Disney Studios.
Yes. See the archives.
Glendale, California.
Yes, I would love to see all that stuff. And I have not been to Disneyland, unlike you.
That would be awesome.
So I would like to maybe bundle that all up into one big West Coast extravaganza.
That would be very cool. We did take a tour of Warner Brothers Studios when we were out there.
Okay.
Disney doesn't have anything other than the one you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I would have rather done the Disney one.
Mm-hmm.
But we were just looking for something real quick, and Warner Brothers had something available. But the Disney one would be awesome.
Yeah, because I understand that you go to the archives. I think some of them go to the Jim Henson Studios.
Wow.
So, and these are like, the exclusive Adventures by Disney trips.
Now, I wonder if they're going to expand that into Skywalker Studios, Lucas's...
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine the amount of people dressed up in Star Wars gear that would just sign up for that tour?
Star Wars Weekends West.
That's it. Oh, that'd be outstanding.
That's a great one. That kind of good. See, I had the bucket list originally of doing the tour at Walt Disney World, the Behind the Magic one there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I don't think I want to do that.
Really?
I would love to see the Utilidors
mm-hmm.
and that whole thing, but I'm afraid it's going to ruin the magic for me.
I can see that.
It makes me nervous. I don't want to give up that magic just yet.
You don't want to know what's right below you as you're walking down Main Street?
I don't.
You don't want to see all the people working in the sweatshop?
No.
I mean, it's air conditioned.
No.
It's air conditioned.
Really. They've got air conditioning.
That's right. They're cooler down there.
The sweatshop just walk on Main Street in July. Yeah. I would love to do the one in California because those studios out there, I mean, those are the working studios.
Yes.
Those are the ones where you're really going to see the work being done. I would. That's a great one. I would love to do that. My top bucket list of all probably would be to stay 2 weeks in Aulani.
Oh, that would be nice. I can only imagine how beautiful that is.
Oh.
I'm picturing Polynesian on steroids.
I have looked at the pictures, cried a few times, but I just want to go so bad. It just looks so beautiful, and to spend 2 weeks in Hawaii would be phenomenal.
See, I haven't been to Hawaii either, although you have, so you know kind of what to expect, maybe.
It truly is paradise. It's unbelievable. We stayed when we got married. We stayed on the Big Island at the Hilton Waikoloa, and that is phenomenal. But I don't think it even compares to Aulani.
Wow.
Which is on the main island.
Listen to you island expert. Big Island.
Hawaiian expert that I am. I've been there once. But that would be probably tops on my bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
Second, and I kind of stole some of this from you.
Oh.
Second would be I would like to hit every Disney park in the world, obviously.
Yes, that's going to be my number 2 bucket list item.
I want to hit them all.
Go ahead.
Yours is a little bit different spin on it, though. You got a great one.
I do have a great one, and it might be doable at some point if the planets align and the wallet aligns
and the money aligns.
And the wallet and the money, the cash, the vacation time,
and your wife lets you.
Well, that too. Well, she gets to go.
Oh well, there you go. That's how you get that to happen.
Oh, of course.
So go ahead. What is it?
My plan, and I don't know, maybe everybody's had this plan. I wanted to do 6 parks in one day.
What?
Yes. And here's how it starts. You have to do all the parks at Disney World and Disneyland in the same day. But here's how it has to begin. You have to start with your feet in the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh wow!
See where I'm going with this?
Beach. You're hitting the.
That's too far south. We got to go almost directly. We're not. There's not going to be time to spare. I don't think.
So you're in Cocoa Beach.
So very early in the morning, feet are in the Atlantic. Then you just get in the car.
Gotcha.
You got to get to the parks. You have to do at least one headliner in each of the parks.
I like it.
And these headliners, if they can, should correspond to the equivalent attraction at Disneyland.
That would be the best way to do it.
Because you're going to get pictures. See, I'm going back to pictures again.
Yes.
So when you're done, you can assemble all this in either a scrapbook or a digital scrapbook or a nice album.
Little photo pass.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, absolutely. So I'm thinking first picture in front of the castle.
I love it.
You have to have it. And then I'm thinking like maybe Pirates of the Caribbean.
Definitely.
Maybe a Space Mountain, depending on how your time's going to look.
Yeah.
Epcot. Wait, maybe Soarin' if you can get in there and out.
Soarin'. Yeah.
Now these have to be things you can get in and out pretty quickly. So
you're gonna have to do a little My Magic Plus and the Fast Pass Plus to be doing this.
My Magic Plus, Fast Pass Plus. Check out some which parks are your busiest days.
Yes.
Animal Kingdom. What do you think? I'm thinking Expedition Everest. If you can get in there and get out.
Yeah, you got to do Expedition Everest. There's nothing. Well, yeah. Then you do the Matterhorn at Disneyland.
Love it.
Aha.
Love it. And then some. Right. Yeah. Then you have to get to the studios. I would think Toy Story Mania, but at that point of the day, I don't know if you're going to get in and out of there quick enough.
That's going to be tough.
Maybe Star Tours.
Star Tours would be good.
Doable.
That's doable.
And like I said, the corresponding attractions thing is not a definite, but definitely a main attraction in each of the parks.
So what time do you got to get out, take off?
I'm assuming.
MCO?
Well, I don't know. That you have to check the flights. Now, the time zones are on your side when you're going west.
Yes.
So maybe you'll get there about the time you leave. I'm not sure. You're the
do this the other way. You couldn't go from Disneyland to Disney World.
I would love to try it just to say you did it, but it's not necessary.
I don't think it's possible with the time change. Oh my goodness.
So you're the pilot between us. You are the ones with the pilot license. What time would we get there?
You could do it. It's
say if we leave at like 1 p.m.
You're 4 hours away, but with the time change and everything, you're talking about usually around 2 hours difference.
Okay, so it's like a 2-hour commute, more or less.
Right.
All right, so then you land.
Right.
You have to have your ride already set up, I would imagine, to get to Disneyland.
Yes, you would want some type of limo service.
Yes.
So this is a big deal.
And it's LA. I don't know LA. Like I said, I've never been.
You're not stopping by and stopping at Hertz and getting a Cavalier.
A Cavalier? You went old school on us.
A Chevy Cobalt.
That's old school too.
I know.
The Cruise.
Oh
my goodness.
Chevy Cruise. All right.
That's awesome. At that point, I don't trust myself driving.
Not in LA.
No.
Trust me. Oh my gosh. That's a whole other story.
So then I would have to get to Disneyland.
Yes.
Get the picture in front of the castle there.
Yes.
And then do the Pirates in Disneyland. Then make the way over to the California Adventure.
Gotta do.
Oh, Tower of Terror would be a good one also.
Tower of Terror would be awesome.
We do Tower of Terror or Star Tours is there.
Also,
the California Adventure.
You got to do California Adventure.
Mm-hmm. Pictures all along the way in the video because I'd be streaming this all over.
Yes, you could compare Nemo and Friends at Epcot.
Yes,
compared to the Nemo run
submarine voyage. Yes,
at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland. That would be good.
I love it.
You could do this. You could do this because you would have to leave, even if you left. Trying to do the math in my head, which is
I see you stressing.
There's smoke coming out of my ears right now. You would have to leave probably. I would have to say you'd have to leave in order to get this all done, unless they're staying open late in California. You'd have to leave probably around between 2 and 4 o'clock.
Right.
From Florida.
Right.
To get this all done. So you're going to have to find whichever one's open early.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do the early. How are you going to do that? Because you're not staying overnight. You'd have to get a room and not even stay in it. Because you don't get the early admission unless you're staying at one of the properties.
Well, that's true. I'm assuming I'll be there the day before we actually depart.
If you're doing this, you're blowing money like crazy.
Exactly. That one night stay somewhere isn't going to.
Talking about.
The one night at the All-Star Music isn't going to kill me at that point.
Exactly.
It's going to be the airfare for all 4 of us.
Now spinning it back to one on my bucket list. Would it be possible? I wonder to do that around the world.
You know what? Possibly. It'd be kind of like more of an Amazing Race type setup.
It would be crazy. Yeah.
But
because now here's where you run into problems. I think is you've got now 2 parks, or will have 2 parks in China. You're going to have Hong Kong Disneyland and Shanghai Disneyland.
Yes.
And then you got Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, I don't know what the time difference is between those.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't think it's much.
No, I've heard Disney Sea's fantastic though. So
I would like to see that.
that might have to be a bucket list
That would be,
tangent there.
that would be very cool. Now getting to Paris, that wouldn't be a big deal, and then from Paris to Florida.
Right.
But I think the whole Asian corridor would be difficult.
That would almost be, to make it more comfortable, it'd almost have to be a week trip. But even then, you'd be hustling like crazy. I mean, if you wanted to do it in just a week, all the parks.
If anyone has a private jet that would like us to do this,
Yes.
we're more than happy to help you out.
We could maybe pitch in for gas. I don't know. No, we can't do that either. But anyway, so when you get down to Disneyland, then you have to find your way to the Pacific and have a picture of yourself with your feet in the Pacific Ocean as well.
Absolutely.
And that would make a nice little cover-to-cover scrapbook and
you could
blog post, all that kind of stuff.
Put the pictures side by side.
Yes.
Everything that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That is great.
I just think that would be huge. I think that'd be a blast.
What a great day that would be.
It'd be exhausting.
Oh, trip of a lifetime.
Absolutely.
That would be very cool. I love it. That's a great bucket.
Plus, the people that you would message, send pictures back at home wouldn't believe you're even doing it.
No, he's not doing that.
And some people wouldn't get it anyway because, people we know confuse Disney World and Disneyland all the time anyway.
All the time. Yeah. They have no idea.
No.
That would be awesome. That is great. Let's do it.
All right, sign me up.
Now.
Sign me up.
We're leaving. We're done. Bye.
If anybody's done anything like that, I know I'm not that original of a thinker, but we'd like to hear if anybody's actually done that and how it worked for you.
That would be very cool. I wonder. Somebody has to have come close.
I would think so.
Or thought to do it.
Yeah.
That would be very cool.
Anyway,
you guys, we would love to hear what you guys' bucket list would be. What is something that you guys would just absolutely love to do? You can email us at ResortLoop.com. It's Bob at ResortLoop.com.
Or Tim at ResortLoop.com.
We're Twittering like crazy.
You wouldn't believe it.
That's insane.
My phone's actually getting hot as I use it.
I can't keep up. And of course, join us on Facebook at Resort Loop, and give us a like on there so we know you're enjoying the Facebook and the podcast and all that stuff. I do have a sweepstakes.
Yeah, excellent.
This is from VisitOrlando.com.
Oh, we do visit Orlando.
Who else?
They'd be the ones to have one.
It is a win an Orlando family vacation. They say there's only one place that delivers a roaring, soaring, it's never boring kind of smile.
I like it.
Orlando.
Of course it is.
So what it is unfortunately, again, I apologize to our friends in the UK, but it's only available to folks in the US and Canada.
That's crap.
I know. What's that? This ends March 31st, so you just have this month to get this one in. All you got to do is put in your typical information, name, address, email, and that. You have to be 21 years old or older to enter. This is pretty cool, though. It is you're not staying on a Disney property, okay? But you are getting tickets to either Walt Disney World, Universal, or SeaWorld. You're getting round-trip ground transportation and round-trip airfare. So that's kind of big. You're staying at the Lake Buena Vista Resort Village and Spa.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
It is. I checked it out.
Uh-huh.
It's beautiful. It actually has a giant pirate ship right in the middle of the pool.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Arr.
Arr. And the nice thing about it is it's not very far from Walt Disney World, very close to Epcot. And it is a Walt Disney World Good Neighbor Hotel.
Actually, you're right there, so
So yeah, I mean, they do have shuttles back and forth to all the parks. So check it out. And that's our sweepstakes. It'll be up. It's already up on our Facebook page. It's already up on our website. I've already been tweeting about it.
Tweeter.
So, I am.
You're a mad tweeter.
It's killing me. I have no time. I don't remember what my kids' names are anymore. I know all my Twitter friends, but I don't even know my family. So that's all I got. And we'll have to do another. What are you clicking over there?
I'm sorry, I had to look something up real quick. I got all excited.
I got an idea, and we'll have to talk about this because I was thinking about this when we talked about the bucket list. I've got an idea, and we'll do this on another podcast, but how about a bucket list if you could go back in time?
Oh.
An ultimate, what you would like to do if you could go back in time.
I love it.
Do you want to meet Walt Disney? Do you want to be there for the groundbreaking of Walt Disney World? Do you want to be there for the opening day at Disneyland? So,
I love
send
that.
us your ideas. Send us any of your stories. I think we probably should limit the number of snake stories, though. I think
yes, we don't want to freak out too many people. I'm still mildly disturbed, but I'm still intrigued, so it kind of goes both ways on that one.
The horticulture guy was right. There are animals at Walt Disney World. We've talked about the alligators. I've seen snakes there. Usually not a big deal. They do like, it's weird because they do like the ice machines, just letting people know. They like to cool down, so they go by the ice machines for whatever reason. And so we've seen armadillos, we've seen otters, we've seen all kinds of stuff. So it is in a swamp.
It's there.
Originally, it was a swamp, so you're going to find some critters there. So, but don't freak out. Disney's got a handle on it. These are isolated incidences.
Incidences?
You're making up words.
That's true. I do.
Up words.
Oh, we better wrap it up, don't you think?
Yeah, I've got nothing else.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to this episode of ResortLoop.com. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
We'll see you later.
See you, everybody.
Well, that went well.